Alright, race fans. The HendrickCars.com 40. Here is your starting grid for the 40 lap feature event here at Orange County Fair Speedway. On the pole is the number 211 of Anthony Hernandez. To the outside of him is the number 5 of Cam Cleary. Row number 2 on the inside is the number 48 of C48 Designs. To the outside of him is the number 88 of Giovanni Torrado. Row number 3 is the number 70 of Jonah Yohanan on the inside, and Dale Jr. Fan 62 in the 62 car on the outside of him. Row number 4 on the inside, we have Cameron Bach in the number 23, and the outside of him is the number 34 of AJ Paxton. Can he make it 2 in a row here tonight? Row number 5 on the inside is the number 98 of Noah DeWister, and the outside of him is the 07 of Blake from the M&M's Cup Series. Next row back is the number 24 of Gian Troutman, and the number 2 of David Hanks. The 18 of Connor Cummins, and the outside of him is the number 9 of Super Squad Papito Perez. Then we have the number 8 of GC 1997 on the inside, and the number 61 of Taz Taylor on the outside. Then we have the 65 of Creed Daniel, the 80 of Jason Albert, 41 of Xavier Robinson, the 22 of Dakota Honecker, 16 of Maxwell Fay, and the 66 of Josh Drake to round out the field in tonight's 40 lap feature event here at Orange County Fair Speedway. Anthony Hernandez in the number 211. Winner of heat race number 1 earned the right to start on the pole for this one. Shot of a cannon early on in the heat race off turn number 4 and never looked back. Cam Cleary, however, in heat race number 2 earned the runner-up spot by making a last lap, last turn pass. Giovanni Torrado led every lap of that heat race, and he was pulling away until about 2 laps to go, and then Cam Cleary was reeling him in and passed him where it really needed to count. C48 Designs, the winner of the Best Paint Scheme tournament that was held all throughout the week. He was voted on each round. And then the other storyline here is back in row 4, the 34 of AJ Paxton. Can he make it 2 in a row? Winner of the Mountain Dew 100 at Weedsport Speedway last week, as he was very dominant, led every single lap of that 100 lap feature, including leading every lap in his heat race that was also 10 laps in distance. So we will see how he will handle as he starts back in the 8th position here tonight. And here we go. There's the call. Ready to take action. 40 laps is the distance for tonight's feature event race. Anthony Hernandez. And Cam Cleary gonna lead the field to green here momentarily. We are underway with the HendrickCars.com 40 here at Orange County Fair Speedway. Three wide in turn number 2 already. Torado, Yohanan, and Cleary going at it for 3rd through 5th there. And another 3 wide battle with Twister, Blake, and the 34 of Paxton. 3 wide racing already. We just completed the first lap, which went to Anthony Hernandez. Yohanan will now take 2nd. C48's back in 3rd, 4th, and 5th between Torado and Cleary. Cameron Bach in the 6th spot in the number 23 car. Torado now takes 4th. And Cleary looking like he's going to go backwards here. Cameron Bach's going to look underneath for take the 5th spot away. Torado now takes the 3rd spot away from C48. He's coming off turn number 2. I'm surprised no accident has happened yet, because there was a lot of 3 wide passing there. And 3 wide battles early on. As we still have another one going on with Paxton, Connor Cummins, and Dale Jr. fan now. It's Dale Jr. fan, Paxton, and JC 1997 in there. Holy cow, we got some good racing towards the middle of the pack here. As right now, your leader, Anthony Hernandez, feeling the pressure from Jonah Yohanan off turn number 2. As Yohanan is going to look underneath on the inside in turns number 3 and 4. Will he have the lead? Hernandez. Yohanan will have the lead. Hernandez bobbles. It's going to open the door for Torado. As they have 5 laps completed here already. Yohanan is your leader. Torado in 2nd. Anthony Hernandez in 3rd, but not for long as Cam Cleary is looking underneath him into turns 3 and 4 from the 4th spot. So Cam Cleary will now have 3rd. 4th is Anthony Hernandez. 5th is Cameron Bach. 6th is going on with a battle between Gene Troutman and C48. Gene Troutman will have 6th. C48 now in 7th. 8th and 9th between Connor Cummins and Blake, and JC 1997 will round out your top 10. As Giovanni Torado looking to the inside in turns 1 and 2 of Yohanan looking for the race lead. Yohanan will hold him off as they come down the backstretch. Torado really right on the back bumper of the 70 of Jonah Yohanan. Yohanan will hold him off for now. As Cam Cleary in the number 5 car is just watching from the 3rd spot. But here comes Torado once again. Going to the inside in turns 3 and 4. He will have the lead coming off turn number 4. New race leader Giovanni Torado. With 9 laps. We're going on to lap number 9. 8 completed. It should be the 9 completed, my bad. There. We're at lap number 10. About a quarter of the way finished here. 2nd is now Cam Cleary in the number 5 car. Torado pulling away a little bit here. As they come down the front stretch, Yohanan pushed back to 3rd. 4th is Hernandez. Running out the top 5 is Jaden Troutman. 6th is Cameron Bach. 7th, Connor Cummins. 8th, GC 1997. 9th is Dale Jr. fan. And running out the top 10 is AJ Paxton. Junior fan looking underneath GC for position coming down the front stretch. You have it coming across the line. As here comes Gene Troutman looking trying to look underneath the 211 of Anthony Hernandez going to turns 3 and 4. That is for positions number 4 and 5. Hernandez with 4th, Troutman in 5th. Is Cameron Box just watching from the 6th spot. Troutman coming down the turn number 2. Looks like he'll have the 4th spot by a nose. But we'll see otherwise. Is he will now have in turns 3 and 4. Gives the door open for Cameron Bach on the inside for the number 5 spot coming down the front stretch. AJ Paxton looking underneath GC in the number 34 machine. GC says no way in the high side. He's got a good run there as he will now look underneath Anthony Hernandez. Anthony Hernandez and Cameron Bach kind of look like they're going backwards now as they both move back a couple spots. GC now looking underneath Dale Jr. family gets bobbles in turn number 2, will not have it. But right now your race leader is still Giovanni Torado in the number 88 machine coming down to the turns 1 and 2. 15 laps have been completed. Bill Heenan right there for 2nd. 3rd is Cam Cleary. 4th, Jaden Troutman. GC 1997 rounds out your top 5 in the number 8 car. Yo Junior fan now sits in 6th. Cameron Bach is 7th. AJ Paxton 8th. Battle for 9th and 10th right now is between Jason Albert and Blake in the 07 machine. Anthony Hernandez, your pole sitter, sitting back in the 13th position in that number 211 car. Started off well, and since he lost the lead, he's kind of gone backwards in that 211 machine. Look at Josh String, the newcomer. He's just bulls right into the top 10 in number 66 machine of turn number 4. As he started heading up towards the front, GC trying to look underneath Gene Troutman for the 4th spot in turn number 3. Troutman says, stay back there. I'll hold on to that for now. Is Torado getting a little bit of space between him and Johanan now. Trying to pull away as best as he can. Johanan in the 2nd spot in the number 70 machine. As now Dale Jr. fan is going to try to see if he can heat things up, try and make it a 3-car battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th as they come down into turns 3 and 4. Down the front stretch they go. GC 1997 underneath Jaden Troutman. He'll take over spot number 4 as they come down the backstretch. We are more than halfway through this feature. We are in actually lap number 22. Giovanni Torado hitting his mark so far in number 88 machine. Johanan trying to keep pace with him. Hasn't really lost much ground. But it looks like he gained a little bit there in turns 3 and 4. Maybe he found something to work. Cam Cleary's there all by himself in that number 5 car in the 3rd position. It's JC in 4th, Troutman in 5th, Paxton in 6th, Dale Jr. fan 7th, Blake in 8th, Connor Cummins in 9th, and Josh Drake rounds out the top 10. As he's going to look underneath Connor Cummins for the 9th spot now. coming off turn number 4 down the front stretch. Jason Albert in the 80s in 11th, 12th is Cameron Bach in the number 23. '13th is Maxwell Fay. 14th is now Taz Taylor and Anthony Hernandez trying to stay in the top 15 as he's battling with Super Squad in turns 1 and 2. Looks like Super Squad is going to have the spot. And here comes Dale Jr. fan on Paxton in turns 3 and 4. Johnny Yohanan hanging on in that number 70 machine, trying to gain some ground on Torado. As we will have 13, that's right, I said it, 13 laps remaining in this feature event. He is trying to hang on. He seems like he gets a decent run in turns 3 and 4, but that's just about it. Toronto actually had a good run coming off turn number 4 that time. Try to increase the gap here between himself and Yohanan. As everyone's kind of spacing each other out here. Torado in that number 88 car will have 10 laps remaining as he comes off turn number 4. 10 to go this time by. Jonah Yohanan in second. Cam Cleary sitting in third. GC in fourth. Dean Drummond in fifth. Paxton kind of reeling in from the 6th position in the number 34 car. And Junior Fan sits in 7th. And speaking of Paxton, he's looking underneath Troutman in turn number 4 for the 5th position. Nothing to it there. But that doesn't mean he won't give up. As Paxton's being challenged by Dale Jr. Fan for the 6th position. Dale Jr. Fan had to come across the line. As he's now going to try to see if he can get around Gene Troutman for the 5th position with 8 laps remaining. Underneath Troutman off turn number 4. Dale Jr. Fan now gets into the top 5 in the number 62 machine. Giovanni Torado with 7 laps remaining here. Trying to hang on to this lead. Seemed like that gap that Yohanan was trying to reel in was no longer working because Toronto's not pulling away. Into turns 3 and 4. We will have 5 laps remaining in this feature. 5 to go for Giovanni Torado. Second, trying to see if he can give any challenge for Torado was Jonah Yohanan. Cam Cleary in third, GC fourth, Dale Jr. Fan in fifth. 6th is AJ Paxton, 7th is Jaden Troutman, 8th is Blake, 9th is Josh Drake, and rounding out the top 10 is Jason Albert in the number 80 machine. Giovanni Torado really pulled away this time, as we now have 3 laps to go here in this feature. Getting some good strong showing in the number 88 car. 2 more times around. As long as there's no caution and nothing bad happens, looks like he will pick up the race win. Jonah Yohanan tried to put up a good fight, but it wasn't going to be enough for tonight, as white flag is in the air. One more time around for Giovanni Torado. Down the backstretch, heading into turns 3 and 4. Final time. Giovanni Torado in the Exalta number 88 will pick up the win here at Orange County Fair Speedway. Second go to Jonah Yohanan. Third, Cam Cleary. Fourth, GC. Fifth, Dale Jr. fans. Sixth will be AJ Paxton. Seventh is Jason Albert. Blake will get 8th, and I believe Josh Drake got 9th, and Jaden Troutman rounds out your top 10. And here's the rest of your field finishing there. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week at Bristol Motor Speedway for race number 3.